We had this big, ugly two-story viaduct that went along the front of the city. It separated Pike Place Market from the waterfront area. And they said, who cares if we spend, I don't know, an extra $1 billion on things here and there and being late? It's going to reinvent and reimagine Seattle. So we went through all of that nonsense and I thought it was a great idea. Now, I would have liked it to be on time and on budget. But at the end of the day, I'm like, yeah, get rid of that ugly viaduct. And I want to be able to walk easily from Pike Place Market down to the waterfront and all these things. So we went through all of that. And then, of course, the work started beautifying the whole area. Okay, now the viaduct is down. Now we're going to have this grand sort of plaza area for tourists, and it'll just be seamless from downtown to the waterfront. We'll have all these, it'll be invigorated. It'll be amazing. How much money did they spend on that element of it? The last numbers we saw were from the Seattle Times. The cost of remaking Seattle's waterfront, it's like $1 billion spent trying to reimagine Seattle, make it a more beautiful place to visit. What's the result of all of that? People still don't want to come here. People still don't want to visit. In fact, of all the cities in the nation, all of them, Seattle is going to see the biggest drop in tourism this year. And they want to blame, what do you think they want to blame? Well, Orange Man bad, of course. One of the reasons, and Oxford Economics points to this, is because border visitors from Canada. Because Trump's mean or whatever, has been mean to Canada. And so the reason that we would attribute Seattle having the largest drop in overnight international visitors is because fewer Canadians are coming here. Now, you could look at that and say, well, that's legitimate if Seattle were the only major city on the border with Canada. But of course, we have a big, long border with Canada that extends all the way to the other coast of America. And still, where you're seeing the impact on tourism is Portland. Do you think they had one reference to crime and homelessness in there as maybe an explanation for why people aren't coming to downtown Seattle and spending money, whether locally or international visitors? Not one reference to how bad it is down there. Not one reference to the fact that in the heart of the city, just blocks off, steps off from what are supposed to be our best tourist destinations, you have people folded in half from the Fetty Leans, huddled around in circles, overdosing in plain sight, markets full of stolen goods. You cannot do an accurate assessment of what's happening with Seattle from a tourist perspective without factoring in the crime and the homelessness and the substance abuse. You cannot do it.